Okay, so asking yourself, well, where has Ron been?
To post these videos, or you just making videos?
I decided to get into the world of fine scale modeling and doing laser cut wood structures. And this is a KC Workshops shed, HO scale. And this is one of the things I have been working on in my spare time as I can.
What are you trying to get?
Do a little more on that later on, show you some clips of the build on that in a different show. And one of the other things I've been working on with it is this. So this is going to be a little scratch-built coal bunker for the coal to get delivered to from the railroad, and it'll sit in the back part of the scene. And along with that, we have some castings that we will be working on and painting. So one of the things I'm going to do today is we're working on a rusty rail coal truck and for our coal deliveries. Let's see. I would say it looks like an old Pontiac with that nose. And we got that. Here is the frame for it. Rear wheels. Front wheels. And the dump body. And so we're going to start on this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean off any flashing and straighten up some parts. Take our trusty little knife and we're going to go over and see here we have some flash. So we're going to cut out the flashing. Straighten it up. Try and make it look as pretty as possible. Now, thing is, growing up, I actually remember these coal trucks because the house I grew up in was heated by coal. So I have a mental image in my mind of how we're going to paint this truck. So we need to clean up some flashing in here. As soon as I get done trimming any of the flashing, and notice we have a little issue here, a bit of a dent in the fender, so we'll have to make that work to our advantage. Some very nice resin casts. I'm not worried because we'll use the 3-foot rule on this for the layout, or the module, whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, we'll use the 6-inch rule for Ron. So, me, if it looks good up close, it'll look great far away. Let's see. Next, we'll take some sandpaper, a little piece of straighten up a little of it. Don't want to destroy any of the casting. I gotta tell you, the last time I built a vehicle, it was probably in 1974, 75, maybe. Smooth it out. You can see we still have some casting dust here. So we don't want to destroy any of the detail. Okay, it's nice. Let's take a look at the wheels now. Okay, I already started this prior to me rolling the tape on, trying to make the back of the wheels smooth so we can glue it. Well, let me tell you, life has a way of getting in the way, doesn't it? Between October and March of this year, I lost 7 family and friends. Also lost our little dog, Chloe Marie. So, like I said, life has a way of getting you. But in this world, we will have troubles, you know. Okay, so let's take a look at the frame assembly here, see what we can do. There's a little bit of delicate casting on the spring assembly, so I'm going to try and score that. Score the springs a bit. So when we paint that, the springs, pardon my hands, will show up a little bit. I don't know if they can see that, but see here you can see the springs, and they're not, you know, really well defined, because I mean it is just a mold casting. So, but what we can do is we can take our knife, I can put some score lines in there, define them a little bit. When we paint it, hopefully it'll come out a little more. Okay, so trying to clean the hub up a little bit here. Guess what would be the axle part. And take a look. See, this sticks out a little more. Let's take a little knife, clean that up a little bit. Like that. Clean up the axle a little bit. Because that's where we'll be gluing everything eventually. I'll take this, define demarcation there. Okay, see, all I'm doing is trying to bring out some of the details a little bit. Let's see for a test fit. I don't know if you can see that. For a test fit, not too horrible. One of my favorite expressions. As you can see though, there is a fair amount of door detail here. Definitely we'll take our knife, square that a little bit to bring it out. When we paint, not using a lot of pressure at all. You know, I'm just letting the knife follow the lines. So you'd approach this like you'd approach any of your buildings, you know? It's not a structure, but still it's a build, and you want to make it as nice as you can. Look for a little wow factor. Trying to bring a little of grill detail out. Again, just putting the knife into the detail and just following the detail. Not really pressing, just letting the blade do all the work. On the ridge of the cab here, you're going to lay the knife against it and draw against it very carefully so we're not traveling off of it. Piece of detail. Flash right there at the joint. That getting away. We'll clean that up. Okay, now there are some molded in windshield wipers, if you can see them. That's going to be a little fun. So, yeah, let me take my knife. Okay. All I did with the knife was to run it over sandpaper a little bit like this to clean it up a little bit. So right here, can't know if you can see it, but right there is windshield wipers. Windshield wiper, come down all around the rest of the windshield. Yeah, well, I still need more light in my workshop because I actually work in our dining room and it's got dark paneling and it's raining outside and I'm working by the light of a chandelier, and my work light just fine for me, but it doesn't do very well for filming. Okay, so let's see how this looks. So go over to the dump body. Nice little load of coal in there, which we may or may not augment with some fine stuff. And if you really want to see, because this is pretty cool, the coal load itself is a casting. So it doesn't just have to be a coal dump truck. We could put a load of wood in there, whatever you want. See? All of a sudden I'm carrying wood. Some furniture. Look, some garbage. So we're going to set the coal, coal will sit separately. Not going to do a lot of cleanup on that. Mostly just the edges. So we'll paint the coal separately. This in here. So when I was growing up, the coal trucks, the coal company that used to deliver to us had red and orange trucks, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was a faded red that made it look orange. So what we're gonna do next is let's start test fitting our wheels. So see if you can see that. It's pretty good. And our rear wheel assemblies, which are going to go on. So it might need to file off a little more, because the coal body like that. Let's do it this way so you can see profile view. And there's that notch that I was talking about that's in the fender. So, body's gonna do something like that. And don't mind my finger, so that's sticking like that. We're gonna take one of the dually wheels, put it on. So we are gonna bring these axle hubs in a lot more. So, because realistically they wouldn't be overhanging that far. So, let's trim them up a little bit. I'll bring them almost, almost flush. Let me clean my blade off again. Just take little cuts. Let the blade work for you. Test fits again. Both sides. Keep it square. The hardest things I have doing is making square cuts because my hand, and it just might be me, my hand tends to turn out when I'm making a cut. So I'll usually end up having a flared bottom. Anything I cut, flare out to the right. Much like golf balls used to do. When I played golf, my one friend used to say I sliced like a pro. I think I'm more like sliced like a pro chef, to tell you the truth. Okay. All right. Oops. Let's take our test it again. Come in a little bit more. So turn it this way, and I'll try and keep it as square as possible. And take that off. Other side looks a little good, so we'll just do a little shaving. Hope all this is in focus. We're not bouncing around enough. I have the camera focused, I believe, here on this cross, and I'm hopefully working in it. Okay, so knife back in hand, looking at our chassis. Match it up now. Now here's going to be the fun part. Keeping this plumb, so we got our wheels where they belong. That's going to be the next part. So I think that's as far as we're going to take this now. Giving you a little idea of where I am, what's going on. Next part on this, what I'll do is I'll take and I'll primer everything. Straighten up the wheels a little more so the back of them are flush. We'll paint the wheels separately, paint the coal load separately, take and we'll attach the chassis to the cab of the truck. And then once that's attached, we'll prime that and then we'll paint it. Okay? So thanks a lot. Appreciate you joining me on this update of what I've been doing and what's going on, and look forward to some more videos showing the build of the shed and some more on the build of the wooden coal bunker. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Be sure to ring the bell and tell your friends about my channel, and we'll see you later. Thanks for everything.